Now back to the heated book ban debate playing out in Sydney's southwest. I'm joined by Councillor Steve Christou, who pushed for the ban. Thanks for your time, Steve.
Thank you.
Firstly, tell me, when was this first alerted to you? When did it start, and what were people saying about this particular book?
Well, look, the issue is this is not the first time a book in the library has been complained about. Roughly 8 months ago, I received similar complaints on a similar book, and it was dealt with at the time. A lady sent me a message which wasn't too flattering to begin with. It basically said, take this book off our shelves, please. And then I started to receive phone calls. As the media grabbed this story as well, I was inundated with issues like, we don't want this in our community. Now, I know our local community very well, and I'm only acting upon their wishes as their elected representative. Roughly 60% of them were born overseas. They come from very conservative, family, religious backgrounds, regardless of their religion, whether it be Christian, Catholic, Orthodox, Islamic, Hindu, Buddhist. They are very steadfast in their beliefs, and they feel that their children should be able to walk into a library and just be, don't have the burden of questioning sexuality or any of these issues at a very young age. That'll come later on in life. And that is the wishes that we are expressing on behalf of our residents. And I wouldn't be doing my job as an elected representative if I didn't convey their wishes and what our community wanted. Australia would be a better place if more elected representatives actually represented the views of their electorate.
But what specifically did people have an issue to? And have you read the book?
Now, I've said from the outset I haven't read the book, and I don't need to, because a lot of the members of our community are telling us we just don't want our children questioning it in the 2-year-old section. Why someone has 2 mums or 2 dads. If someone has a mum and dad or same-sex parents, it shouldn't matter at a young age. As long as that child is being well cared for, loved in a loving environment, it shouldn't matter what they have. And a lot of our residents are finding this distressing, having to answer these questions at a young age. And people need to respect the other side's views. Now, that's what's happening here. People are attacking a culture and saying, oh, well, they're bigots and this and that. No, what's actually is, this is the views of people, and me as an elected representative have just conveyed those views, that they find the issue in the 2-year-old section distressing. Let kids be kids. Let them enjoy going into a library and being, burden-free, read a book, play with their friends. That's what our residents are communicating.
But this book is about parenting. There's nothing in it about sexualisation or anything. So it is about parenting, and there are same-sex couples in your community, in everyone's community. So what's the problem?
Again, as I said, we are conveying the views of the local residents that have contacted us. This is their views. They find it distressing. They don't want to have to deal with explaining to a child.
But they can walk past it. They can walk past it.
Look,
and taking it away from a library that's publicly funded as well, taking it away and not giving people the choice to be able to access that information, that is about parenting. I mean, I printed out the book because I wanted to have a look at it, and it's just about same-sex parents. There's nothing in this book, as far as I can see, that says it's anything about sexualising children.
Look, we have to respect that a large portion of the community, just don't want to deal with this at a young age and don't want their children to deal with it at the age of 2. That is their wishes. Now, a democratically elected council had a debate. A certain motion was passed. Could the motion be worded better? Absolutely. But now we're going to revisit that debate come Wednesday. And, things are unfolding all the time. But again, I will not apologise for standing up for the wishes of our residents and representing their views. That's what I'm there to do.
But at the heart of this is you are being accused of being discriminatory and discriminating against same-sex parents. And that is not acceptable in any culture in Australia, in any community. So as a leader, isn't it your job to be protecting these people like same-sex parents in your community?
As I've stated previously, that this is not an attack on same-sex parents. It's just representing the views of a large portion of the community where roughly 60 to 70% of them are saying we actually don't agree with books of any form of sexualised nature or that open up questions being placed in the 2-year-old toddler department. Now, look, it's important that you say that because the issue of a petition that's being floated around in support of reinstating the book it's gathered roughly 30,000 signatures. But there's been a similar petition floated on the same platform saying that we actually support the book being taken off the shelves, and it was taken off by the change.org organisers for community violations.
And why was that taken down? Why was that taken down? What was their justification?
It violates their community guidelines.
Well, it also said it was discriminatory.
Well, that's in their view. You know, we're saying here one people's rights are being taken away or their views are being taken away and it shouldn't be on the count and it should be reinstated back to the council. We've got a large portion of the community saying, well, this is our views and this is what we feel, but then their petition is being taken down and their voice is being taken down. We live in a democracy, and come Wednesday, this is going to unfold even more, and hopefully we can find a more sensible solution that everybody can agree with.
Let's hope so. Steve, Christou, thanks for your time today.
Thank you.